Villa and Palace both just 4 points away. Could we potentially catch them and put this mire of a relegation battle deep in the rearview mirrors? Who knows? There's only one thing for sure, and that's with all the results going against us over the past couple of weeks, these 3 points are more important than ever. I can't believe what I'm hearing from a lot of Leeds fans. A lot of you seem to think that we're completely clear and safe from relegation, but these teams behind us are so close that they need to start paying rent in a minute. They're absolutely creeping up there like nobody's business, and I don't like it, not one bit. And what a perfect time to be playing Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace fresh off the back of 2 defeats themselves and getting knocked out in the FA Cup semi-final by Chelsea, of course. They'll be low on confidence, and this is the time to strike like a viper. This is the time for Joe Gelhardt to make his mark. This is the time for Rodrigo to put himself in club folklore. And with a potential 8-point gap with just 5 games remaining, then and only then can I maybe take a little sigh of relief. But I don't think that's very likely, because I'm certainly not even taking a sigh of relief now, that's for damn sure. Because yes, we've been getting results recently, but let's say it how it is. Let's call a spade here. The performances haven't exactly lived up to the billing that the results have. Yes, we got 3 wins in our last 4 and we're undefeated in our last 4. But look at that Watford game for an example. We won 3-0. We kept our first clean sheet in God knows how long. I think it was November since the last one. But the performance wasn't quite like that. I'm telling you, man, Sissoko was roaming through our midfield like nobody's business. Our midfield was about as strong as Will Smith's marriage. Watford were really unlucky not to score. Ismail Assar had a couple of great chances. I know one of them was offside, but on another day, we could have conceded a couple of goals there, and it would have been a completely different game. The question is, how long can we keep going with these somewhat questionable performances under Jesse Marsch before we need to have a look at something? And I'm not getting on to Jesse Marsch. I think he's done a great job since he's come in, so don't get on to me for that one. But I do just think that things aren't quite as hunky-dory as people think they are. Don't shoot the messenger. Alright? But again, the root of our problem goes back to Marcelo Bielsa's first game in charge, and it is our midfield deficiencies. Much like me under this current lighting conditions, our midfield is like Casper the Ghost. We just get bypassed like nobody's business. The second they get players on the ball in the midfield that can run at us with the ball, we always seem to falter. They drag us out, and I know we don't necessarily have the man-to-man marking system anymore, so that should have alleviated a bit of that, but it still causes us problems. And until Jesse Marsch really gets his foothold on this team and really puts his stamp and his identity down in the summer, we're always going to have those problems. And if there's one person I don't want coming at me, it's Conor Gallagher, because someone of his technical ability, his positional awareness, and his ability to break the line and get himself onto the edge of the area to pop off shots, that is a problem. A big problem. A massive problem. A humongous problem. A gigantomorphous problem. Now you may be thinking, so James, are you saying we're screwed? Are you saying we're screwed the pooch? Absolutely not. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the one reason why I still think we'll be okay. In fact, it's 2 words. You ready? Kalvin Phillips. That is right, Kalvin Phillips is of course back in action, back in the squad, and we really do need it because Adam Forshaw yet again is injured, and I've been saying it for time. Yes, Adam Forshaw's great when he's fit. However, the reason we really need to reinvest and bulk up that midfield role is because you never know how long he's going to be fit for, and again, he's out for 6 weeks. I pray he gets well soon. I really do like him, and I really do think he's been playing well this year. However, it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. But Phillips is back. And boy, do we need him big time. As you'd expect, we're also missing Tyler Roberts and Patrick Bamford. Junior Firpo and Shackleton are also rumoured to potentially be back on the bench and potentially fit for action. But that's the Leeds perspective covered anyway. And before I get into my old 1-11, I'm going to pass off to my good pal Tristan, who's going to let you know what we can expect from Crystal Palace on Monday. Take it away, Tristan.
Yo, JT, it's Palace fan Tristan and Free here. It's going to be a cruncher. It's going to be a big one. And I'm sure there'll be goals in it. Trust me, we haven't been at home for a while. And our last 3 games have been a complete and utter disaster. 3 defeats in all competitions. I think the fans need to give the players the kick up the backside they need to make the players flipping realise that they're in a race and a chance for a top 10 finish. The season does not end now. It ends on the 22nd of May. Listen, I know our form is not been the best. I mean, the fact that we obviously lost to Chelsea in the semi-final, I've gotten over it. The players should have gotten over it by now. The players need a bit of a reality check and a wake-up call. I think if we do beat you lot on Monday night, we will be safe. We should be safe, let's be honest with you. But realistically, I'm going to go for 1-1. But this game at Selhurst Park, I mean, look at last season. We beat you lot 4-1. 5 goals in that game. You never know.
Should have been a couple of more goals in that one. Oh, man. Don't know what happened there. Oh, yeah, that's not a good time to get the hiccups, is it? Fuck me. Jesus.
I'm going to give you my starting 11. Now, Patrick Vieira tends to play with a 4-3-3. In goal, I'm going to go with Vicente Gaeta. Right back, Klein. 2 centre-backs of Joachim Anderson and Mark Gay. And left back, Tariq Mitchell. He's got to wake up. He's not been on form and he's been making too many errors recently. 2 defensive midfielders, James MacArthur and Will Hughes. And in camp, I'm going to go with Conor Gallagher. A bit of a change up front. On the left-hand side, Wilfried Zaha. On the right-hand side, Michael Elise, been one of our best attacking players this season. Him and Mateta, who's going to be starting for me. He's going to be my striker going into this game. And now, hopefully, he can grab us a couple goals. Who knows? But it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a close call.
Well, I've just got the hiccups now, which is not fantastic. That's what happens when you take a few minute break to listen to what my boy's saying here. But anyway, like I say, I'm envious of Tristan. I'll put it that way because he is going to be at the game. I wish I could be at the game. I wish I could get away tickets, but unfortunately they're just not able for people like me. You have to have gone to like 50 away games in the last 2 months, which just doesn't seem very feasibly possible for me, considering I can't even get to 1. But I hope you have a good game. I hope you have a good time watching your boys get smacked. They heard his 1 to 11. It's time for mine. We're talking the main man, Meslier, in goal. We're talking Ayling. We're talking Llorente. We're talking Cooper. We're talking Dallas. We're talking Klitsch and Phillips in the midfield. We're talking Rafinha. We're talking Rodrigo in the pocket. Damn it. We're talking Rodrigo in the pocket. We're talking Dan James on the left. And we're talking Joe Joffe Gelhardt down the middle. I think he will drop Gelhardt, put James in the middle, and put Jack Harrison on the left. And I'm not mad at Jack Harrison playing either, to be honest. It could go either way of the two with Dan James and Jack Harrison, not really fussed. But like I say, that's my 1 to 11. Let me know your 1 to 11 down in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me about Cooper? Do you agree with the fact that Rodrigo is going to absolutely bang a couple more goals? I'm telling you, Rodrigo is in hot form, and that's only set to continue. And if we do stay up this season, a lot of it will be down to his work. I mean, he's saying Nathaniel Klein to start at right back. If Nathaniel Klein is starting at right back, then he will get absolutely skinned like a jacket potato by Rafinha. And I just really feel like Rodrigo could capitalize on that free space in the pocket just in front of their defense, which is why I want to start Joffe Gelhardt in front of him, to just really run at them, tire them out, create space, stretch the gaps open, and then leave the ball in the pocket for Rodrigo to finish. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. As for the scores on the door, I'm talking 3-0, baby. No, 4-0. I can feel a clean sheet. Anyway, like I say, I can't speak anymore. It's every 5 seconds now. I can't even get a sentence that's not uninterrupted. But I do thank you guys very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. And I'll see you very soon, aka tomorrow, to watch it all break down with you. And wow, my brothers.